Street is the church that I used to go to every like holiday when I was here with my grandma. So it's so pretty. It hasn't changed at all over the years and still is one of my favorite parts of Beaufort for sure.
Yeah.
Oh, it's gorgeous.
And that little
And it's
preschool
that
there
nice
is so
little-
cute. People rave over that, Danielle. Does Jack love it?
He loves it. Yeah, he
Oh,
loves it over there.
So good. How
He
many mornings a week does he go?
he goes 3 mornings a week, half days right now.
Okay.
Because he still naps for me. It's amazing. I know.
So great.
well, we're glad we could catch you while he was at preschool this morning, and
I know.
we're really excited to sit down with you, Danielle. We've been pals for a little bit, and we get to sit down and chat with you over. Well, I have a bottled water today. I was going to say cup of coffee, to hear a little bit more about you and your origins and Cope and Co. So, Mary Cheatham, take her away.
That's exactly right. So, guys, we're so thrilled to have Danielle with us today. If you were able to join us last week, of course, we had James Cummings on and we were talking about just big picture stuff and big ideas, and we loved it. And now what we're really excited to do is to kind of bring it back home and talk about Danielle and her company Cope and Co, which is, we think, one of the best kept secrets around here. You know, just she's certainly, I mean, Google knows her now, so she's certainly becoming a secret no more. But we wanted you guys to have the inside scoop on this, which is that Danielle is just creating these incredible bags and belts and these leather goods, and just the story of it and the fact that she's right here in Beaufort is awesome. And we know that you guys will want to support her just like we do, and also forget supporting her. We know that you guys are going to want to buy these incredible bags and things that she's making. So
Oh, yeah.
here we go, Danielle. Thank you for joining us. And so I think, you know, the biggest question that anybody's going to have, the biggest question I have is, how in the world did you start doing this?
I know. I've always been an artist. I started out in fine art. I've always like dabbled in it. I started out in fine art, but I finished in physical therapy, right?
Right,
But
sure.
it's always been, I know. It's always been a part of me ever since I was in high school. I took every art class I could. So it's always been, I've always done all different things, earrings, like whatever it was that I was into at the time. But about 5 years ago, I was looking for a handbag. My husband wanted to buy me a nice handbag for my birthday. So I started to look around. I always design something in my head before I actually go out and look for it. So I go out kind of looking for something specific. And so I went out looking, couldn't find anything. And I was like, I'm looking for something quality, but you know, it's just not out there. So for my birthday, Eric bought me just a big old hide. And
So cool.
he was like, here you go.
Have at it, sister.
Find what you want. Just make it.
That's so awesome. So that first one that you made, how long did it take you to make it? And how have you streamlined the process since then?
Well, thankfully, I am married to an engineer who is amazing at math and numbers.
What a combo. I love that. An artist and an engineer. That's so good. You guys could take over the world. That's amazing. Yeah.
So we literally started early in the morning. This was pre-Jack times. And you could focus your energy for a whole day on one thing.
Right.
But we started in the morning with a Trader Joe's bag, and I kind of drew it out, sketched it out, cut it out, and showed him like what I was going for. And he did all the math, made a cardboard template for me. And
so cool.
He helped me, like, he's really good with tools too. His family has always been carpenters, which leather tools and carpentry tools, very similar. So he helped me kind of like get through all the different stages of like making this bag. And we started at like 5, and I think we finished it at like 1 a.m. Like we worked.
Do you still have that one, Danielle?
Yeah, actually, I brought that one out here.
Oh my God.
It's the medium tote, and it's still the same pattern we use. It's this one is the veg tan, which has that like rich patina.
Yeah, I love that.
It's like truly the field tester bag. I mean, I've spilled water bottles in here, milk bottles in here. Like, it is still like solid, and it just kind of layers on.
And Danielle, is that what the bag behind it turns into?
Yes, this bag is how that one.
What a cool thing.
That's awesome.
And this is the laptop tote. It's a little bigger.
Sure.
But it fits like books, laptop, sweaters, and it starts out that light that light veg tan.
I think it's cool that these like tell a story. Like you've had that bag and it started out looking pristine, and now, I mean, you're looking back and you're saying, oh, I spilled this here, this happened, this scratch was here. I don't know. I think it's neat when a bag can carry a story like that.
It's
Well, yeah.
definitely carries memories. One person bought one and spilled a whole bottle of wine on it
That's
with
so
her
great.
girlfriends one night. And she was like, called me and was like, listen, I will make you a new bag, but I will tell you that don't even stress about it. It's going to like patina in and you're
Yep.
not even going to notice it after a few weeks, months. And sure enough, she called me. She's like, I don't want a new bag. I love that it's
Amazing.
here. And like, it's just like faded in now. I was like, oh, good. But I was like totally ready to make her a new bag because I know like,
Yeah.
like,
I think one of the things I really love about this, Danielle, is I think that so often, I mean, I don't know about you guys, but I'm so tired of consumables.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? I mean, they certainly have a place in our lives, and I appreciate them, and I appreciate something that you use for a season or have until it tears, and you know, I mean, and I love the fact that we have access to all these high fashion things that are affordable now, right?
Sure.
But at the same time, something that stands the test of time, that gets better over time, that reflects the story. I mean, I don't know, there's just something really, really special about that, and I'm sure that that has to fill your cup, making that for people. I mean, that's got to be so rewarding.
totally. That is probably my favorite part is the finishing, like finishing it up, like the last step when I get to buff it out and I'm like, oh my word, it's so like every bag I make, I'm still like, oh my word, it's so pretty.
Yeah.
That's so great. I love that. And they're not
excited.
so precious. They're not so precious. They're something that you really use and can bang up.
So
Show
they're
us.
super tough.
Well,
tough.
obviously, you're the one that you've had for 5 years, your first one that you ever made. Yeah, tell us about that one.
This one is the small tote. This one I made so that you could clip in. A lot of people got the crossbody minis over Christmas. So
Yeah.
the minis fit in and you can clip your strap that you got with your mini right into this small tote. So you can be hands-free, and your strap is really versatile too. So like you can use this. I'm trying to make everything interchangeable if it makes sense. So this will clip into the crossbody clutch, like this size one.
Oh, so
It'll
cute.
clip into your mini, it'll clip into your small tote. And actually I'm making a medium tote with shorty handles and D-rings so you can clip into, even if you wanted a bigger tote.
You can still
and you
clip in.
just need it to be crossbody sometimes. I know
Yeah.
I'm a mom and I'm always like, oh my word, I need two hands right now to like
Right.
harness the energy of a toddler.
That's
And
right.
Danielle, I think one of the coolest things too about every like leather good that you make is that you can stamp it and customize it based on what people want and special messages or initials or anything like that. I think that's just a really neat aspect that customizes an already awesome bag.
So cool.
It's been
Danielle,
beautiful.
and so on that note, Danielle, how do people find you? I mean, how do they learn more about the products that you offer?
Right now, Coat Boutique is the only boutique that carries me in Morehead City.
Yep.
Beaufort Linen Company is going to start carrying a few things down there, and those are also my pickup locations if you're local. So you can pick up, not pay shipping, and browse around in those shops too, because they always have fun stuff to look at.
That's awesome.
So yeah.
So do we go to your website to make selections? Yeah. Okay.
My website and Instagram to get kind of like style ideas. A lot of people have asked me like, how do you style like the mini clutch? Because it can go through your belt. It can go in a sling strap, just slung. It can go crossbody, or it can just be like a little wristlet. I have a little wristlet strap for it too. So like people are always like, oh, I don't know how to style it. So I'm like, okay, I'll show you. I'm not really that great at it either.
It's so no, yes,
I'm
you
not
are.
buying that. I'm totally not buying
I
that.
love watching your videos.
I think it's so cool, Danielle. I just think the fact that you do this is amazing. I think it's so cool. So like if somebody calls you today and reaches out to order something, what's the general turnaround time for that?
Okay, it depends on the item. Wallets are very fast, but these totes, the bigger totes, can take up to 2 to 4 weeks, depending on if I'm waiting on leather. I underestimated the amount of people that would love the bags and the cognac, honestly. So like this cognac color is like flying off the shelves right now, and I'm waiting on 8 hides to come in the mail. So if I'm waiting on hides, I always say like it could be like 4 weeks.
Sure. That's not terrible though, Danielle, for
Yeah,
something
no,
that's
it's not.
handmade and custom. I mean,
Not
that's,
because my hides are coming. My hides are coming from a small tannery in Pennsylvania that's been in business for 150 years. They're sourcing US cattle. So it's sort of like I feel good about where the leather is coming from. Their leather is the most beautiful leather that I could get my hands on.
yeah.
So I pay more money for my leather. I always tell people I would like lose on Shark Tank. They would be like, I'm sorry, you're spending way too much on your materials, your hand stitching, you're like.
Well, that's what makes it so special is
Yeah.
that, again, it's not a consumable. I mean, it's something that's worth the wait, that's worth, you know,
Sure.
it's just, it's so special and it's one of a kind. So
It really is.
I love that. I
And
think that's so
Danielle,
awesome.
Danielle, as we're wrapping up, I have a question that I'm personally curious about because I think it'd be so adorable. Do you ever have to keep a secret from like a husband or someone trying to make a bag for someone? I mean, I feel like that'd be the funnest part.
I've been the keeper of so many secrets since Christmas because sometimes the wife would buy something for the husband. And at one time they were both going to go pick up at Beaufort Linen. And I was like texting each of them like, okay, well, hold on, I'm going to be a few minutes late. And then the husband would text me like, okay, I'm out. And then
Well, here's a secret that you've had to keep for the past month.
what is Lana doing here?
We have a birthday coming up on Saturday. It's Mary Cheatham's birthday. And Mary Cheatham, this is a gift from your whole team. Why am I choking up? It's a gift from your team. Danielle made it with love. And there's a special little keychain in there for you as well. Yeah.
Thank you. Y'all look, it has my initials on it, all 4 of them. I like all 4 of them because Sally says I'm extra. I like to hold on to all 4 of my initials.
MC, look at that keychain.
I love it.
Mary Cheatham, look at your keychain. See what it says.
She's like, look at the
Danielle, thank you for making this. Meg, thank you guys.
It was the team. I think it's on the side.
Yeah, I know. Thank you guys so much. Where is it, Meg, in the side?
I think I saw it hanging out of the top. Is it on the, look to the.
Sorry, I think I'm making a lot of noise.
I love it.
Oh.
Yes. What does it say? I knew this would happen.
It's always a win when somebody cries and they open it.
So we had Danielle was so not. Why am I crying, y'all? What?
I'm like tearing up too.
What's happening?
Oh,
okay, Danielle was so awesome and had a little bit of extra leather from your bag, and she was like, "Do you want a keychain?" And we're like, "We know exactly what we want to put on it." So this was Mary Cheatham's kind of mantra for this year. And you get to keep it forever.
Yep. So the background on this is that the keychain says ease and elegance. And y'all, I don't know how you guys feel, but I know how we've been feeling is that 2020 was, we call it blood and guts. It was blood and guts. It was messy and everyone's tired and it was a hard year. And so our goal for this year was just ease and elegance for us and for our clients and for our vendors and for everybody that we interact with. Just ease and elegance is what our wish is for everybody. So anyway, man, you guys.
Surprise.
Wow. Thank you so much. I kept looking at that little green one too. And I was like, oh, it's so pretty.
We've had this in the works for a while. So again, this is from everyone on the team. This is from Danielle. Who
I love it.
is so nice and hand creating
Thank
it.
you. Thank you.
Danielle, I mean, before we hop off, I know that was more emotional than I thought it would be. Oops.
I was like, what? Why is Lana creeping in my doorway?
I just texted her. I said, go. But Danielle, we're curious. What is saving your life lately? What have you been grateful for recently? I also want to ask you that, Mary Cheatham, but I want to ask Danielle first.
I would say the community here the friends here that have just time and time again. I mean, I moved here during a pandemic, so I didn't know anyone really. I mean, I knew a few people from vacationing here,
Sure.
but I would say the community, the friends that just keep reaching out, checking in, encouraging me in this strange time of life where, I'm living in a vacation rent, like nobody
Yeah.
knows me. But time and time again, I found just true friendship here. And the community has really embraced the bags, just me as a mom trying to make it, balancing everything. It's been really cool to see.
Yeah, I totally agree. I mean, that would have to be mine too. I think our little community here at work and all the folks that care about our team, like you, Danielle, I think that I don't know, over the past month when we've been kind of putting this little surprise together, I think that we've really realized how blessed we are to be surrounded by people like you who are willing to keep this secret for us or to hand make something extra special for someone that we care about. So that's also saving my life. What about you, Mary
That's so
Cheatham?
good. I agree with both of you, and I think that the next step in that is, I think that when you're feeling that support, I think the moments where you feel like that you're seen.
Yeah.
I mean, I think the moments where I mean, I don't know. I mean, that's how I feel about this moment. Just just feeling like, man, like I don't know, like just feeling connected and seen. So anyway, I
Yay.
appreciate it, guys.
Well,
I hope
y'all,
everyone has a great Friday.
go blow your noses.
I know. I'm gonna go get some more coffee.
Please do. You guys, Danielle, thank you so much. I mean,
Thank you,
please go pick
Danielle.
up your son from
Oh.
preschool. Tell him thank you for letting us borrow you.
Pleasure.
And Mary Cheatham, have a fantastic birthday this weekend.
Thank you. Thank you, guys. Happy Friday.
Bye, guys.
Thank you.
Friday.
See ya.